Is it a coincidence that China's EV market has gone to its lowest point in nearly 2 years, and at the same time BYD has just ordered another 7 cargo ships to send their cars outside of China to Australia, Europe, probably the United States? I know they're saying they're not, but they probably will at some point. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to see you. EV sales in China in February, they were low. Keep in mind, there was the 1 week holiday in February, the Chinese New Year, but last year, the Chinese New Year was in January. That said, even if we account for that, now if we account for that for Tesla sales were about where they were last year, about the same. Tesla sales were down by 18%. That 1 week was, in fact, Tesla sales are actually slightly higher if we account for the 1 week New Year holiday. But other car manufacturers in China, NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, BYD, Nita, all of them, well, not all of them, but most of them, their sales fell by between 30 to 50%. And that to me, that's unprecedented. Now having a look at this sales report from CNEV Post, you've got to admit, this sales drop, it's gone too far down to explain a 1 week holiday. Yes, I know February is not a great year in China, but look at that drop. That's enormous. The same thing applies for BYD. Now, I don't know why the media haven't reported on this, but BYD sales have just fallen by a staggering number in February. At the same time, is it a coincidence that BYD have discounted every single vehicle they sell? Many of them numerous discounts. The BYD Seagull now is $9,600. I mean, the BYD Atto 3 now is $15,900. Wowzers. I mean, this is so cheap. And really, if you look at, like I keep saying this, but if you look at what XPeng CEO told all of the staff, he said that there was a bloodbath in China right now. If he's saying it, and the sales figures are saying the same thing, this is not just me having some alarmist video. It's reality here, guys. This is the current situation. What this means is the car manufacturers are thinking of every strategy they can to sell more EVs outside of China. They know they're selling them for ridiculously low prices in China. Why not sell them outside of China for 30% more than that, where they still would massively undercut all of the competition, probably even Tesla? So this, in my opinion, is what we're going to see this year. The thing is worth considering is battery mineral prices have come down. Lithium prices have come down 80%. Now, experts have said within the last 24 hours, lithium prices are going to come down a further 30% over the next 12 months. Nickel prices have come down nearly that much. The same thing goes for cobalt. The same thing goes for aluminium. Everything that goes into a battery pack, right, has come down in its cost price, base cost for those minerals over the past 12 months by enormous figures. That's why BYD and CATL have said that they can reduce prices by 50% on batteries over the next 12 months. What that means is that by this time next year, for Chinese manufacturers, for Tesla in China, it will be cheaper for them to make an EV than what it will for internal combustion engine vehicle manufacturers to make internal combustion vehicles. Keep in mind, they do also have to pay carbon credits for those internal combustion engine vehicles. That's in China, that's in Europe, that'll soon be in the US, that'll soon be in Australia. You can't get away with internal combustion anymore. It'll be more expensive. So whilst this looks like doom and gloom for China, which it is, these sales are shocking. It shows you the state of China's economy is far worse than what China wants to reveal. It's far worse than what a lot of people are saying right now. I mean, yes, you have to say in any country, if you have the biggest company in that country, Evergrande, collapse, owing more than $500 billion. If that happened in America, what would happen? It would catch on. There'd be some form of contagion. If that happened in Europe, what would happen? There'd be some form of contagion. Clearly, there's some contagion because other property developers have gone bankrupt within the last few weeks as well. This means consumer spending in China will be affected this year. There's no question about it. It means Chinese automakers will be more desperate to sell their cars outside of China. And this means that Legacy Auto is pretty much screwed right up the bunghole, because what are they going to do to respond? What can they do? Not much. Why? Well, EV sales are slowing down, apparently. So they say.